Hey guys, and welcome to Module 1. We're excited that you're here, right? And you're here for a reason, because now's the time when you're going to make the change. You're going to get a handle on your fitness and nutrition. You're going to be the guy who's in the shape you want to be in for life. You can do it, and the way that we do it is through momentum. So that's why we're jumping into this right away. If you watch the intro video, be taking notes, be working on this, right? Like dig deep, get through Module 1, because that's how you're going to get things rolling here, right? You excited to talk about some momentum, Jonathan?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it.
This is the good stuff, guys. This is the stuff that's really going to make that difference and help you really build what you got to do to get where you want to go.
That's right. And so the first piece of this, right, is we're going to talk about the momentum loop, right? We know that the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, right? We know that people who have momentum on their side, there's some people who they get in shape and they just keep going. It doesn't matter. They have their careers, they got family, all that stuff, but they just keep getting in better and better shape. And there's people who yo-yo back and forth with results, right? And what's the difference? The difference is that momentum. So I'm going to walk you guys through this. It's called the momentum loop. I got this from Tony Robbins. And Tony Robbins has been impacting people, athletes, the highest performing athletes for 40 plus years. He knows what he's talking about. And this thing really works. So we're going to walk through this thing together, right? So the first piece of this is potential. We can agree that everybody has basically unlimited potential, right?
Yeah, whatever you decide to do, you can have limitless potential.
It's possible. It's possible to do anything, right? You can go run an Ironman eventually because you have all the potential that you need, right? So across from potential is results. Everybody's results line up with their potential, right, Jonathan?
No.
Yeah, not true, right? We know that people can do basically anything they want to, but what we actually get done so often is way less than that, right? And what's between that? What do we need to go from potential to actually getting the result that we want? Here is action.
All about that action,
We gotta take action, right? The potential, the results, if we're not doing anything, nothing's gonna happen, right? So we're taking action. And so people who have all the potential in the world, why don't they get the result they want? Because they're not putting in the action necessary, right? And they're not giving it their all. They're not giving it their full potential. Now, why is that? The fourth piece of this, and this is where we get a little bit into mindset's weird for a lot of guys, right? We're like, mindset, I thought I was going to get a diet program, all this stuff. All that stuff doesn't work if you're not in the right headspace, right? The reason winners keep winning, right? Michael Jordan can step up to the free throw line and he knows he's going to make it, right? Because he believes it. He visualizes it, right? The kicker for the Texans, whoever it is, always looks like he's never going to make it. Never makes it, right? That's like a 20-year, I can use that forever. That joke's always going to work. But
no matter who the kicker is.
Whoever the kicker is.
Always going to be terrible.
Yeah, because he doesn't believe in his team or himself, whatever it is. But the difference between using your potential and not is belief or certainty. And now, here's how this works with your fitness and nutrition, right? Guys, we're busy. We don't have time, right? And we're like, okay, I saw so-and-so used keto or whatever. I'll try that out, right? So you have the potential to make it work. You try it. So you take a little shitty action and you get shitty result. And then you go, I knew it wouldn't work anyway. And the next diet that you come to, the next program that you try, the same thing. You're like, well, I've tried this before. It didn't really work in the past. I've done this workout program. I've done that. Because you don't believe that you're actually going to make the change, right? The more that you can believe that now is the difference, right? I'm in this course. I'm here because I want to do this. And we know this works. I've been doing this for 10 years and I've seen a lot of people change their lives despite crazy circumstances. And you can do it too. You can be excuse proof, just like we're talking about in this module, right? The way that you do that is being certain that you can make it happen. And then taking massive action, doing whatever you can to make it work, right? Despite the excuses, despite anything that comes up, and then you'll get the result. Maybe you have to pivot. Maybe you have to try something else. But keeping this belief and keeping this certainty that now is the time when you're going to make it happen, now is the time that you're going to make it change, that's how you keep momentum on your side no matter what happens, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh.
And then also, it's like what you focus on is what you're going to get more. Like, I can remember a time when one summer I was like, okay, I really got to lose the weight this time. And so I went and I just completely rehauled my pantry, put all fresh veggies, lean proteins in my fridge. I knew what to do. I was going to do it. I had this game plan. And then slowly over time, I would have one friend that would invite me out to go get some drinks. And it's like, I really want to do that, but I can't because I'm on this diet. And then same thing, another friend asks you to go out to eat. And it's like, man, I really can't because I'm on this diet. Yeah. And then you really start to feel bad for yourself. You're like, man, I can't do anything that I really want, and I'm just always going to be fat, and this diet sucks, and I'm miserable. Why am I even doing this?
Yeah, it's like you focus on all the things you're missing out on versus the things that you're getting out of it, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so when I shifted and when I was able to say, okay, let's not focus on all the bad parts and let's focus on the small wins. Let's focus on, yeah, I am eating a little bit healthier. I am moving a little bit more. It's almost like a video game where you start to like collect points and you're like, oh, cool, I can keep doing this. And you start to realize like all the other times you just glazed past all of the small wins that you had because you were so focused on all the negative parts about what was happening. And then when you're focused on the negativity, what happens is you lack belief in yourself because you're like, this is so hard.
How could I keep this
How
going?
could I ever do this?
Yeah.
And so it's just very easy to want to give up when you're focusing on that negative versus really trying to focus on those small wins, the little things, like you decided to drink water instead of Coke, and just building that momentum and keeping it going.
Yeah, and that's choosing like the right things, right? And like, hey, I made a good choice. Great, that's a little win. But the other side of that is like recognizing like what it's doing for you, right? I remember I had a client tell me that she was trying to lose weight, and I was like, how's it going? She's like, it's going okay. Like, okay, well, like walk me through, like what's going on? She's like, well, I'm down like 15 pounds, but I really miss pizza. We're not focusing on the right thing here, right? She's like, she was telling me like she felt better and she had better energy and it was easier for her to get up in the morning and all these positive things. But she was like, I miss pizza is why it's not going well. Like, how do you think, is she going to be able to keep that going? Like, of course not. Because like all you think about is just missing pizza. And it becomes this biggest thing. And then when you finally have that pizza, things blow up. Client Bobby, he's actually next door getting a workout in right now. He's lost 100 pounds in the past. And he did it through, like, he was all in, I'm going to make this happen. But all he kept thinking about was, like, I just can't wait to have that cheeseburger when I'm done, right? And then he made the 100 pounds, ate that cheeseburger, and then ate whatever else he wanted to until he gained that 100 pounds right back. Like, that's not what we're doing here. We're trying to take control of this stuff, right? The second time that Bobby lost 100 pounds with us, he lost it over 9 months, still incredibly fast, right? But was focusing on all the positives it did for him. The fact that he could go ride bikes with his family. The fact that he felt healthier, the fact that he was a role model for his community, all of those things made Bobby keep that weight off for a year plus at this point. That's how we keep momentum on our side. That's how we make a change and really make a difference. And at the same time, like those thoughts and those ideas, we have a lot of really well-meaning people in our lives who are holding us back because they're trying to either make it easier on us or they're trying to, they love you, right? You got coworkers who are like, oh, you know, we got donuts in the kitchen, go grab one. You're like, oh, I'm really not doing donuts right now. Oh, come on, one won't hurt. You look great, don't worry about it. You shouldn't be trying so hard. Like, there's no way you can, whatever, right? That stuff's cumulative. You might hear it once or twice and be able to blow it off. But the more that you get reinforced that, the more that you reinforce dieting's hard, the more that you're gonna believe it's true. The more it's gonna pull away from your momentum, right? So focusing on like the positive, focusing on growth stuff, right? How do I keep my mind occupied with getting better? How do I think about the things that are good in my life and helping me grow versus the things that are holding you back in that position that you don't want to be in anymore, right? So control your inputs. Think about the stuff that you're listening to. Get rid of the stuff that's not serving you. Get rid of the stuff that's slowing you down and focus on how you can believe in yourself more, how you can have more certainty that you're going to make the change, and how do you make sure that you're taking the right action to get the right result, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so, you know, to get from where you're at right now to the real goals that you want to accomplish, the goals that like really excite you, yeah, it's not going to be a walk in the park. It's not just like focus on the positive and then you're going to get there, get this mindset and you're good. But it is going to take a lot of uncomfortable action. Like there's going to be times when you're going to have to sacrifice. There's going to be times when you don't feel like going to get a workout in, or you'd rather just eat pizza.
Or sometimes you do just eat pizza.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of really uncomfortable moments whenever you're trying to grow and you challenge yourself. Like, there's a lot of hard truths you got to face. You got to recognize like why you have the relationship with food that you do, right? There's a lot of stuff in here that's not going to be the most fun. And a lot of times we hit that point and we go like, it's not worth it, I'm out, right? But we got to focus on like that growth is a positive thing, right? That growth's going to get you where you want to be.
Exactly. And so it's almost like looking at those challenges, those obstacles, you can either not believe in yourself and see that as a huge thing that's stopping you from your goal that's so hard that you're never going to be able to do. Or you could say, I know that I have limitless potential. And I know that in order to get the result that I want, I have to get through this action. So taking it head on and taking that challenge, like I can do this and I'm going to figure it out. Even if it's not on the first time, I'm going to make it happen.
Yeah, and it's just like, if this was your career, a lot of us, when it comes to ourselves, we don't really like thinking about like, I don't think about if I believe in myself or not, right? But if you have something at work that you have to figure out or else you will not get paid, you're going to figure it out. So if you decide this is something you must do, you're going to figure out what you need to do to make that change. And the more that you focus on opportunity, the more opportunities that you see. The more that you focus on the negative, right? The more that you focus on the things that you're missing out on or the things that are holding you back, the more of those that you're going to see. So let's focus on growth. Let's believe that now is the time that you're going to make the change. Get through this first module, because any excuse you feel like could be holding you back, any reason why you can't make this change, we've addressed it in this module. It should take you like an hour. Cruise through this thing, get some momentum on your side, know the results that you're trying to get, and let's take massive action and get this thing done.
Yeah, and we'll see you in the next module.
Go, next video.